die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my beautiful mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be picking one of these fragrances that I picked up, I believe it was yesterday, from Priceline here in Australia. So what did I get? Lacoste Blue for $20 Australian, Lacoste Yellow for $20 Australian, and Ermenegildo Zegna Uomo for $20 Australian. I've got the receipt here as well. There we go. Should be able to see the price there. $20 and 15 cents for the bag. So, which one am I going to cover today? I reckon Uomo. But before we get into that, my fragrance of the day is Latifah's Assad, which is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Now, if you want monstrous compliments, but you don't want to spend basically $300 Australian, then this is the way to go. It's got this ultra masculine, decadent lavender note. It's got like amber and broxen. It's warm and spicy, but that lavender, it just gives it this touch of floral freshness. It smells absolutely incredible. Maybe I'll put that over my face so it focuses. Yeah, good idea. Performance is incredible. You can get it for under $100 Australian, and I highly recommend it if you're after a much cheaper interpretation of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Obviously, Sauvage Elixir is going to be even better, but I mean, for like 1/3 the price, less than 1/3 the price, you're getting a clone that is of incredible quality. Highly recommend this one, especially if you haven't tried a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances before. A lot of them can be really overwhelming in how they present an oud note or a leather note or a musk note. It's not like a lot of Western fragrances, so if you're after a really good entry point, a safe entry point, then this is going to be the way to go. Highly recommend this one. And I'd be remiss not to mention the absolute classic Joop Homme or Joop Homme. If you haven't got a bottle of this yet, pick one up. You can get one for well under $40 Australian. It's going to be making a massive comeback this year, I'm calling it. And I'm on that quest to get a Joop Homme sponsorship. I want to be the face of this fragrance. It smells absolutely incredible. Performance is 48 hours plus. I've said this before, but I've got a dress shirt in my wardrobe that I've washed twice, and I sprayed this years ago, and it's still, well, maybe like 2 years ago, and it still smells of Joop Homme. It is an incredibly performing fragrance. Reactions are super positive as well. If you want something that's synthetic, sweet, a little youthful in how it's presented, despite the fact that this came out in the late 1980s, definitely check this one out. I highly recommend it. So, Ermenegildo Zegna Uomo Eau de Toilette, 3.4 fluid ounces, 100 ml. Presentation is very basic. It's like a very flat, long box. In spray, designed in Milano, and then just some cautions here. All right, let's get this opened. I tell you what though, that Joop Homme, I can smell that so heavily. Very strong. It's even stronger than this, and I was wearing like 3 sprays of this. All right, here is the packaging and presentation without the cellophane. Very basic, very flat, like I said before. And the bottle. Oh, I've seen this one before. I don't remember trying it though. It's got like a very early 2000s sort of look to it. Anything out of the atomizer. Alright. Gonna get a tester strip here. Try it on a tester strip first and then on my skin. Atomizer is okay. Also, it's got the branding on the top there. No, a nice little touch, I gotta say. Now, as for the fragrance, aromatic, fresh. There is like a note there, like a violet or iris note. Very punchy. Super sexy. It actually reminds me a little bit of Karl Lagerfeld for let me just have a little sniff. I get a little bit of Lagerfeld pour on. Really curious to see how it smells on the skin. Let me just go back to the tester strip. Yeah, it's got this ultra fresh, but it's not, it's got this ultra fresh quality, but it isn't super heavy on the citrus. It's got this like herbaceous freshness, like this green, violet type of freshness. It's actually quite unique. It's almost like reminds me of like a fresh leather scent. Oh, it's even nicer on the skin, if you'll believe it. I get a hint of this fresh, spicy quality. Fresh. It's almost got a purple kind of a smell to it, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, man, $20 Australian for this? This is like classy as hell. I don't think it's going to be ideal for somebody under the age of 25, but over the age of 25, in sort of like a smart sort of outfit. This is a little luxurious, sexy, fresh, like I said before, ultra fresh, hint of fresh spicy, hint of leather. It's not like super linear either, it's got a bit of complexity to it. What a pleasant smelling fragrance this is. And I just want to smell it on the tester strip again. Alright, I really want to compare this to Lagerfeld for him because I think the two of them are quite close. I'm glad I chose this one. Alright, Lagerfeld for him. I got my fingers with that one. Alright, Lagerfeld for him. Zegna Uomo. Lagerfeld for him has more of a prominent citrus note. Zegna's Uomo has more of an aromatic, herbaceous. That has to be a violet note. It just has to be. Violet, maybe iris, but it doesn't come across as lipsticky or powdery at all, to my nose at least. But it's got this really bright, punchy, green herbaceous note. Sort of like, I get like a sage type of feel. They both smell delicious, like honestly. How could anybody dislike the way this one smells? Like, it doesn't smell generic to my nose at all. But I gotta say, as much as I like Lagerfeld for him, I prefer Zegna's Uomo. What a sexy, sexy fragrance, especially at that $20 price point. If you guys have ever worn Zegna's Uomo before, let me know in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.